Hello everyone, this is Ted Blank. I'm here to give the status report for the VTI on behalf of Walt Morgan, who could not be here at this time. Can you hear me okay, Terry? Excellent, thank you, Brad. Okay, IOTA, so let's go to slide 1. IOTA owns the rights to the video time inserter, known as the VTI. It derives its time from the GPS satellites, and it's very useful, as you all know, for making sure that your video is timestamped correctly for your occultation recordings. 2 millisecond accuracy. It's manufactured by Video Timers under license from IOTA, and this is the annual report of that activity. It was developed by Dave Balt and Terry Berry in Australia, who assigned the rights to IOTA and issued a license to Video Timers, then to manufacture and sell the device, and Video Timers pays a royalty to IOTA for each device sold and reports quarterly to a steering committee the amount that's income. Video Timers consists of Walt Morgan and Sandy Baumgardner as proprietor and engineer, and is based in California. So we can go to slide 3, please. The board, the device is based upon a PC board, a printed circuit board, so it's reliable with no loose wires or anything. There have been 5 versions of the printed circuit board to date. The latest version has reduced power requirements and the ability to include an external GPS antenna for those who wish to use the device in an observatory where the metal dome might interfere with the satellite signal reception. Sales have now been made to 16 countries, most recently to Brazil and South Korea. Next slide, please. Here's a picture of the latest version of the device with the external GPS capability. The cable is 12 feet long, and to avoid the cost of printing an additional custom cable just for this option, they chose to drill a hole in the faceplate to allow the cable connector to access the receptacle on this printed circuit board. The labeling suffers as a result, but that was felt to be appropriate for saving the cost of the extra printing. Okay, we've got the sales prices have not changed. There's a small shipping charge of $12 for each sale in the United States, and $48 shipping for most other destinations. So $249 for the basic unit, $300 for the external unit, and $350 for the unit that has the ability to have both internal or use the external antenna. Next, please. So here we see a graph of the number of devices sold by quarter over the last 2.5 years or so since its introduction. The initial pulse of sales was expected, and then we've had pretty steady sales ever since. The large number of sales in 2013 is due to the Recon pilot program led by Mark Bewley of Southwest Research Institute. A goal of that program is to complete a picket fence of about 40 well-equipped stations up and down the western part of the United States. And an IOTA VTI is expected to be a basic component of each of those stations, which is a good thing. So on to the final chart. These are the royalties paid by Video Timers per quarter, or calendar half year actually, in dollars. And this concludes the presentation of the VTI status on behalf of Walt Morgan. If there are any questions that I could answer, I'll be happy to do so. If not, I'm all set. Thank you. Steve is asking how many VTIs sold. If we go back to the previous chart, this is the royalty chart, but if we go back one chart, we can see that we're talking about approximately 60, 70, 90, 120, about 160 units, if I add this up quickly correctly, over all the quarters that it's been available. A little under 200 units. Okay.